The technical committee probing the state of the country's airports has exposed the rot of the country's air travel facilities. The team, which handed over its final report to Transport Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen, is recommending a raft of changes, including restructuring the management to eliminate overlapping and rehabilitation of runways. Chemutai Goin reports.
35 days since the technical committee was tasked with the responsibility of assessing the state of 3 airports, the team finally handed over their report, which paints a picture of neglected and financially starved facilities. The findings by the committee shows that 3 airports had defective infrastructure, malfunctioning electrical and mechanical facilities, and that most projects awarded in the last years to correct the rot is either incomplete or had been terminated.
Number one has come out clearly. We have a massive manpower shortage, and particularly technical manpower at the airport. I am happy that that is being addressed. It's ongoing. But I recommend that for you, the chair here, that the KA itself now should move forward to look at the capacity at the engineering department and resource it. I'm also happy that going together with that recommendation is a succession plan.
The committee, which was formed in mid-November following the embarrassing JKIA leaking roof incident, also listed a number of facilities that had seemingly been run down, including the failure by the backup generators to fire up when there was power outage.
Performance-based contract and people who are going to be held into account, so that in a year, KA knows we shall take care. These airports have this level of intensity across the country, and our performance-based contract will be announced. The contractors will have 3 years. You know, the way Kenya does. You have 3 years to serve. We will be assessing your work. So people will be working hard knowing that if I am the one maintaining JKIA, I want to be here for 20, 30 years. If we know you are incompetent, you get you out, we get another person. So this will solve this problem of waking up one morning and their roof is leaking.
During a site visit to the JKIA, Transport Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen came face to face with surface defects and structural failures of buildings, with some runways having gaping potholes with grass growing within the cracks. The technical committee now recommends for immediate revamping of the airside.
I am glad you're saying all the recommendations be costed, particularly the ones in the engineering department, and then we make sure that the cost is not exorbitant and we can afford as an agent. By the way, I am very confident that in another 2-3 years, KA will be a very enviable institution.
The committee also proposed the improvement of conditions of airport access roads, the parking lots, passenger circulation and signage to streamline movement. Other proposals include that the KAA organization structure be reviewed to reduce cases of mismanagement and duplication of roles.
KAA has been operating as some sort of a jungle without clarity of who does what and what is the future. If the MD leaves, how many GMs are competent enough to graduate to become the MD? Below the MD, below the GMs, how many managers are being propped up to grow to be GMs? What exposure are they getting? What training are they getting? So a clarity in terms of succession is extremely important.
Other issues affecting JKIA include the failure by the generators to power up whenever the country plunges into darkness. The committee is proposing a secondary generator to serve Terminal 1A, 1E and 2. This besides a powerful power storage system for the main station. On the Moi International Airport, which also grapples with power issues, the committee proposed that the upgrading of power lines be fast-tracked and that the generators serving the facility be overhauled, as they have served for a decade. One had already broken down. They also proposed the upgrading of infrastructure on both the air side and the land side. On the Wilson Airport, the committee's recommendations include construction of a terminal building with sufficient facilities, expansion of the runways, aprons and taxiways, replacement of all screening machines, and a review of the electro-engineering facilities. Chemutai Goin, Citizen TV, Nairobi.